Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Railway Empire. Continuing our run here from Toledo to the west. We eventually need to get stuff set up in Rock Island, and I'm working my way there. But I do need to get some more of these rural things connected to our network. And so I think one of the ways I'm going to do that is... There's like wheat, there's vegetables, or sorry, fruits, there's vegetables, and there's also corn up here. If I can get all that stuff connected to this warehouse, then it'll also kind of filter through our system here, and I think that would be a good thing overall. So I think that's gonna be the game plan for starting off for today, is just get all of these little places, especially start with the fruits, because we don't have fruits at all in here. We'll get all of this stuff connected to our system here and just allow us to, you know, have more reason to grow. Do not select. I might just put you on the bottom. I don't think there's going to be much else coming through here anyway. Double track this, as always. I like the double tracking. Cool. And we should have a supply tower on this side of things. Cool. And then we just need to get some trains set up for that. I do need to make sure that this warehouse can... Oh, sorry. Good there. Add a locomotive. We'll add the... Oh, this express one. Okay. Yeah, we do need the dragon down here. I guess we'll do the refrigerator car here. Again, I don't know for sure exactly how that's going to work with the relation to the warehouse. We do need to make sure you're allowing fruit. And we also need to make sure you're allowing fruit now. Because obviously we'd like to bring back fruit here. I just realized we don't have any repairs for this side of things, so silly me. I don't have enough money for repairs, so as soon as we get some money for repairs, we'll definitely set up some repairs on all of these trains, I think. On both sides of this, I mean. Technically, I could see allowing more fruit here. And I think I will. Because this is like a drop-off for the fruit, unlike the other ones, which are just distribution centers. This is an actual just main drop-off for the fruit for our full network. So that makes a little bit more sense to me. All right, let's get the maintenance building over here as well, just to make sure we don't have any issues. All right, so that gets to that set up. We do have one train. I'd like to clone this train. I guess we already have it selected. So let's go ahead and clone you and get another dragon. 2 trains for that should be fine for now. And now we just need to save up and get some more of these set up. I actually might need to save up and start paying off these bonds here in a moment, just to kind of make sure we got a reset on those. First house of buildings? I mean, I don't know. You're relatively cheap, maybe. I'd like to get a lot more things set up in our system here, though. We pay off those. Well, we got like 6 months to pay them off. So let me just go ahead and keep getting some stuff set up. More stuff set up, the more money we're going to ultimately make, right? All right, so we're going to put the wheat over here on this side, I think. Just so I can kind of make a little bit of a loop here. And connect to these bottom bits. You need to connect to there and then go through there. Stuff. Signals. Cool. And then we'll get some rail lines set up through there. And you're going to be freight. And you're going to be dragons. And you're going to have refrigerator cars. Cool. And we will clone one of you. Alright. That'll take care of that. So now we're up to 7. Got to get 3 more. I know I want to get the corn, and I know I want to get the vegetables down here. Okay, let's just figure out the vegetables first. Actually, we got a new thing we can grab. New train, a new mixed train. I don't care about the mixed trains as much. I like these specialized trains. Yeah, we'll accelerate train maintenance. That's fine. Number of passengers, sure. No. Yes. All right, that takes care of those. Let me slow down the speed a little bit, just so I can kind of make sure I'm getting a handle on what we're doing here. Let's grab the small train station down here. It's a pretty long trip here, but I think it's okay. I'm probably going to bring you up on this side as well. You're going to have to go across the river, unfortunately, but it will be okay. Did we not click you? Apparently we did not. And I guess we're going to merge you in to this line. I'm going to merge you straight across. That looks good. And then we'll grab from there. Bring you all the way back down. And connect down there. Perfect. Okay, that takes care of that. Did we mess up anything up on this side of things? Looks like it's all merging together fine. And now we need to grab this train between here and our system. Freight only. Another dragon. Another refrigerator car. Again, maybe it's the wrong move. Somebody will have to correct me if I'm wrong. Could probably put a third train on this line just because of the distance. I think we might as well. And then we're also going to have the warehouse in Chicago set up and actually let it do maxed out. Oh, did I not actually tell you to do maxed out veggies or fruits? I mean, there we go. Did that work? That worked. Okay. So yeah, we'll just because this is going to be a drop off spot, like I said before. All right. And I think we're going to bring in some corn now. Although currently we don't have any money. I assume we're going to get to 250 here in a bit, but I could be wrong. How are we doing on the 25 weeks? We're getting tight. Might need to wait and go ahead and pay these off and reset them now. We're not breaking any speed records with the way I play, but I like to think methodically and just kind of work my way through stuff. Obviously, I know that this is a jumbled mess. Someday maybe we'll fix it. I think this setup is working better because we are supplying Chicago and Toledo quite nicely with stuff from both sides. Yeah, because you're bringing fruit back right now. So yeah, I think this setup is much better. But, you know, live and learn. All right, we'll play the more expensive one back first. And then we'll just grab a new one immediately. It's kind of how we did it in the other game, Railroad Corporate, isn't it? Kind of float these bonds around forever. All right, so now we got money again. Let's get us another train station over here. I have to come across the bridge, which is not going to be the best, but I think if we come across the bridge, I'm actually going to come up the top. And the reason I'm going to come up the top is because we might have a passenger line going around the bottom, which is fine. Passenger line can go over like a bridge, like a bridge over the other track at some point. All right, we're going to try and make this bridge as short as possible. Oh, and we want to get right beside this so we can use the same supply stuff. And you're just going to come alongside here. I'm just going to merge in. Happy with that. That all looks good. Let's get us some trains in the warehouse and Stevens Farm. Freight. Locomotive is a dragon. And we're going to have a refrigerator car. And we are going to track within conflict. Okay. We're going to clone you probably just once for now. It's fine. We might do more later. But again, this is corn and wheat both can now be maxed out as well. Just because we got a lot in the system. Franklin Ditch. That's fine. Where's Franklin Ditch? Am I blind? Oh, Franklin Ditch right there. That must be the, yeah, it's the break, the bricks there. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Trying to make sure this got set up. Okay. That all looks good. Happy with that. And so we got lots of stuff going back and forth now. Probably could use some more freight lines between the middle here. If these are all completely full, which they are, I'm going to go ahead and clone these. How many trains do we have on this line? 4. Yeah, we're going to clone this 2 more times. And I think that'll be good for that train system there. Nah, we don't care about you right now. All right, we're up to $1 million. Goodness. Come back and get the caboose. I just don't care about the people. I know it's dumb. Somebody's probably going to tell me how dumb I am, but I just don't care. Like, I don't mind the global personnel like these guys. I just don't like the other ones. All right, so that gets us to Chicago, or gets everything set up here. Presumably, our cities are still growing. Well, they're actually not growing right this second. What is it you need? Let me slow down time a little bit. We are running out of time to get all the way over to wherever we want to get. What are you missing? Yeah, too much meat. We're missing wood and beer, cloth, milk. Okay. Do we have a way to get wood into our... We do, kind of, but it's a long ways away. We don't really have a way to get milk. We don't really have a way to get cloth. Actually, that's not true. You actually do need cotton explicitly. My fault. So what we're going to do then is get you some cotton. After I pay for this. And this will be our 10th thingamajigger, so that's good. Okay, we're going to do it this way. We're going to come up here, grab a small train station, come up here, grab the cotton, grab it off this side, I think. And then we are going to have you merge in with this freight line here. Something like that, I think is fine.
I must admit the results speak for themselves.
Oh, I didn't realize there could be a long bridge there. I should have paid more attention. That's all right. We got money, so I'm not super concerned about it. I think that all connected, right? Looks okay. This is a little bit of a weird setup here, maybe. Might delete that one explicitly. I think most of the other ones are okay for the most part. Alright, so that merges that in and that. And now we just need to get a rail line between here and you. Again, freight only. And you're going to grab a dragon. This is not food, so we don't have to do the refrigerator car. But we probably do want to clone you at least once. Now, presumably, we are at least going to get the fabric stuff from there to back here. Are you getting beer? We are getting beer. Are we getting beer here in Toledo? No. Why? Because our freight lines are no longer going to Toledo. They're going to the warehouse in Toledo. So therefore, they are no longer... Okay, that's why. Okay. In that case, we just need to get a freight line going between these two. Or a couple freight lines. I'm still going to go through the warehouse. And the reason I'm going to go through the warehouse is because I want to make sure it uses this line, not the express line. It's a little bit weird. It's like using a waypoint, effectively. It's going to be freight only. And we are going to go with a dragon. I guess this is still food. So we're going to use a refrigerator car. And we're going to clone you. I did just realize that when I just did that, what I want to do is actually grab Toledo, Grand Rapids. I want you to come back to the warehouse on your return trip. Just to make sure you stay on this southern line. Did I not just clone you, though? Yes. You, right? Yeah, you want to come back to the southern bit. Just to make sure you stay off of the express line. It's a little bit of a weird gimmicky way. I could have just set a waypoint, but I think this will work. And the real question is this line going to now... It's taking meat currently, which is great because we weren't taking meat originally. It's still going to be picking up... It still will pick up stuff if it needs to get to the other place, which is fine. The real question is it going to bring back beer? And
I started out with a little
fabric
sailboat.
stuff.
I used this to ferry passengers and goods between Staten Island and Manhattan.
I guess we can
That's how
select
I built my reputation.
you. No,
And
you're the
yes,
different one.
That's also how I got my title Commodore. I was 16 years old at the time.
A lot of things waiting at the moment. Oh, you're actually stuck. Okay, I broke something. Wait, did I never set up... Oh, I did set up stuff here. Are we okay, though? You're waiting for that. You're waiting for each other right now.
When I first started out, nobody took me seriously. Cornelius, whose family of Dutch farmers emigrated to America, but I showed them all.
So I messed something up with the signaling here. I mean, it probably says I just need to put a signal up here so that train can move up a little bit further. But no, I think these are both going to the same place, aren't they? And where are you going? You are a... Why don't I see... Oh, because I have that selected. What are you? Grand Thomas Preserve. Which is what? Up there. And you were also a Thomas Preserve? No, you're something else. Okay. I think I can put a signal here. Which actually should be a... Let me remove it for a second. It should be that signal. Or, there we go. Will that free you up now? Yeah, that frees you up. Get you out of the way. That guy should move up. I want to check you in a second when you make your return trip. You know, this setup only has 2 lines, to be fair. Maybe we should have had more than 2 lines. We could expand this, I suppose. You are bringing beer back. That's all I wanted to see. If we expand this, will it be smart enough to do all the things I need to do over here? Yeah, because it expands it up to here. I think that helps us out a little bit. A little bit. All right, we'll find out. All right, we've got to get a jump on stuff. We got the 10 networks. We're almost to the 250,000 people. So we're not quite there yet. Toledo to Omaha. Omaha's where? Down here. Oh, way over there. Goodness gracious, that's a long ways. So, we got to get to Rock Island. And that needs to get Chicago to Rock Island. Can I not? Why can I not? What? What am I missing? Oh, do we have to finish that first chapter? I bet we have to finish this first chapter. Okay. Well, Chicago's not... Nobody's really growing right now. What we could do is we could grab these museums, which I am told... I don't know if it really matters where we put them. I'm told that these are good for increasing our population growth. Because if you look at it, it increases fulfillment of demands by 10%, which is awesome. And I don't know if it really matters where we stick these. There might be a rhyme or reason to them. Really, at this point, we just need to get all of our cities growing a little bit bigger. Right, that should get us hopefully some more growth in all of our cities here soonish. They just have to be over 60%. How are they not over 60% yet? Especially with that. I actually have a sawmill here. There we go. Now we're at 60%. Is it over 60 or at 60? And it starts to grow. Must be over. Random breakdown. Chicago. Chicago's not going to grow anytime soon. Well, that's 60. What is it missing? There you go. Now it's growing. I think that helped us out. It just took a minute for it to tick up. Hey, we got new stuff up here. Got a new freight train, which would be good. I actually want to come up here and maybe grab the transportation fee, but I don't care about train personnel. I don't care about the mixed train. Is there another way to get over there? There's not really. Maybe I just come up this way instead. Ticket prices. Actually, both these are ticket price things. I guess we'll grab the cheaper ticket price one first, because that seems like that makes sense.
I see you've managed to expand your rail network in the east. That's more than I expected of you.
Actually got the max score for that.
I hear the bridge over the Mississippi has been approved. However, the Mississippi is a land border, and we must respect it. Constructing a bridge over it might be doable, but it's a huge amount of work. Otherwise, you'd have to supply the construction site at Rock Island with materials and build another line there just for that. That's really not worth it.
Okay, so let me think about this for a minute. We do have this unlocked over here now, so that's good. I've got to get construction materials over here, right? So we know that we've got the ability to get lumber back here. And is it lumber specifically? It is lumber specifically that we need, right? Yeah. So what is the best way to do that? What else do we need? Lumber and, oh, I just need passengers to Omaha at some point. Do we have lumber from anywhere else? Not really. We don't even have wood coming to Toledo. We'd have to bring it down here from Green Forest, it looks like. It's a long, long ways. Or from Harris Logging, which is not ideal either. I don't see anything. That's a lot of mountains, goodness. It does look like this is the best place, even though there's somebody already there. We get wood to come into Toledo directly. Part of me just says set up another warehouse so I can have another way to transport without going down the main line. And this can hold goods like, actually, it's not a terrible idea now that I think about it. Because it can hold goods like the beer and the fabric that these places also need. Okay. How hard would it be to set up another train station, warehouse? Do we need a big one? Or would a small one? You know what? We've got space for a big one. There's no reason not to put a big one, I don't think. And this can probably be pretty close together, right? Actually, they could share a line. Yeah. I don't think there's any reason why these couldn't ultimately share a line. First off, you can come over here. We're getting supplies for there, so that's fine. You need to get signals. Okay, that'll take care of that. And let me just make sure I name you properly. We're going to call you Hungry Warehouse, Toledo. And you. Manufacture, something like that. Just so I know those are the manufactured goods. Okay, and this is going to accept beer. It's going to accept the fabric. It's going to accept the lumber. Okay. Happy with that for now. We'll fix the beer stuff and the other stuff in a minute, but I do want to go ahead and get this train station set up down here. Since this apparently is the only place we can get wood from. And this is going to be a crazy long train. And this is going to go into, literally it's just going to go into our cow thing here. Such a long train. All right, let's put some things over there. Good. And then you might actually need an explicit supply tower down this way. And let's get some trains set up for this. Freight only. Grab some dragons. You don't need food or anything, but we do want to clone you probably at least, probably honestly 3 times. We probably need a lot coming through there. 15 locomotives in use. Is that all? Alright, so that starts getting us lumber. What are we doing on the... I haven't even looked at these yet. 72, we've got plenty of time. So that gets us lumber here. So what I want to do is grab the trains that I had set up. I think there's only, what, 2 of them?
The Transcontinental Railroad is a nice dream.
Yeah.
But you always wake up. And so will you.
You're good now to go, instead of to Toledo, you're good to go to the Toledo manufacturing warehouse. And we'll just put that first. So it's in the same order. And then we need the other one as well. Which is that one? No, I already just did that one. That one? Yes, so instead of Toledo, you go into the manufacturing warehouse. And that should take care of that. So now we'll get beer to Toledo still, but just go in a different direction. Technically, this train line, these train lines should probably go around Toledo instead of through Toledo. It's okay. We'll make it work. Toledo is a very busy train station now. All right, let's get a manufacturing warehouse over in Chicago. And again, these can use the same lines, I think. We do have a lot of trains going through here, but I think we're still okay to use the same lines. And we're going to call this warehouse Chicago. It's type all of a sudden. And manufacturing. Okay, whatever. MFT is fine. And then these again are going to just merge in, hopefully somewhat elegantly, with this stuff over here. I don't think there's any... This train line's pretty long. I don't think there's any reason why we can't just use the same one. And then we do need a supply tower here, though, as well. Or not. There we go. Okay, so that gets manufacturing to here. And this manufacturing warehouse needs to accept, again, manufacturing goods, such as beer, fabric, and lumber. That all looks good. I do want to make sure that this one can hold, because this is like a distribution center, I guess. Although I haven't actually merged it in with the rest of it yet. I don't know if that's long enough for an actual train or not. I have a feeling it's going to get some stuff stuck. We'll set it up, but it might get some stuff stuck. If it does, we can adjust things. All right, so Toledo, you actually can just select max of all of this stuff, I think, because you're going to be a distribution center further down the line. Hey, you're coming through our area. That's rude. Again, a better freight train, I suppose, would be a really good thing, because our current freight train is what? This one back here, isn't it? We're still using the Dragon at 32 miles an hour. Yeah, this is a much better freight train. Not so much the speed, but the tractive power. I don't think we have enough money to replace all of you just yet. We'll get that here in a minute. How much time do we have left on this? We got plenty of time on those. All right, let's speed up a little bit, see if we can get a little bit of money coming here. And I hope that some of this stuff is working. Oh, we never actually set up trains between the manufacturing centers. Well, let me get a little bit of money, and that way I can set some stuff up here in a minute. Upgrade all our trains is what I meant to say. How much do we actually need to upgrade all of our trains? I mean, obviously we want the freight ones. Freight. Still 1.5 mil. Oh, goodness. Maybe we don't upgrade all our trains just yet. Maybe we just set up a new train line between these two. And we will just let those be the new fancy trains, and we'll upgrade the other ones later. We don't need refrigerator car. Well, it's got beer. I'm going to say no, even though it's got the beer. I don't want. It's going to have a lot of things that aren't beer, so. Yeah, sure, why not? I wonder if it sells locomotives when you buy the upgrades, and therefore this would actually help us. I actually don't know if that's the case or not. It might be. So it might actually reduce that cost. Alright, so we're going to do that, and then we are going to clone this, I don't know, several times. 4 probably is fine. We don't want to put too many trains on this line, because there are other, we're using this line for other things, obviously. So what's the price now if I were to upgrade you all just the freight ones? Yeah, it definitely feels like it went down, right? It was 1.5 earlier, now it's 1.3. So that's good. Random breakdowns. You don't have a repair shop, my friend. So we need to get you a maintenance building. And you need to have a maintenance building. It's a little bit cheaper now. Hey, an inventor. What does that do?
Steamers are so much more pleasant than the railroad. The gentle rolling of the waves instead of being bumped around.
70 innovation.
Rolling on deck instead of squeezing through the cars.
Okay. Lots of random breakdowns, but I think we're going to be fine. All right, so are you now getting material? Not yet. Hopefully soon.
I see Toledo has become quite big. Are you claiming that your railroad had a big influence on its development?
You're also not getting wood right now. Is that because it's just hasn't showed up yet? I guess it's still showing up. I'm hoping it's just distributing quickly and I just don't have something set up wrong. All right, now we got to get over to Rock Island. I think we're just going to go to Rock Island directly to deliver the lumber. So, I don't want the Rock Island train to go over a bridge. If I had to be perfectly honest. I'm tempted to tear this down temporarily and make this thing go like in a weird pattern. I realize it's going to temporarily mess up this train line, and we'll have to fix it here in a moment. But hopefully that's okay. Let's go there. Is that going to be okay? Tiny little bridge there. I think it's fine. We might need to pull this down a little bit further, actually. Just to give it some space to put a bridge across it at some point. Oh, that just messed up the... Now, let me just... Shift, remove that. We'll have to figure this out in a minute. And then do the other line real quick. Okay, let's add a supply tower over on this side of things. Oh, also, unfortunately, this side's going to have a little crisscross. But... And I could probably delete this train station and put the other better one in, but this is fine. Excuse me. Please, fuck up on me. I want to get this set up real quick before I put a cut in the video, so it might be a little bit of a long video here. But that's alright. That. And that. Okay, that gets all that set up. I don't technically have supplies on this side of things. I guess I'll just do it just to say. And then I do want to get this train line set back up again properly. Okay, that's not going to work. Can I bring you back a little bit further? Maybe this will work. Okay, looks like that's... It's not a great train. It's got a pretty heavy grade. But this train is less important than the other one. That's the reason I wanted this one to be on that. And, so I think it's fine. And signaling's maybe a little bit weird here, but... I'm just going to put one here. All that good enough? All right. So we got those trains set back up. And now we're going again. Bonus line for express line Chicago to Grand Rapids. Oh my goodness. Challenge accepted. How do we do this? Can we bring it out the back here and skirt along the lake? I would be surprised. Well, we might be able to. We got to get across the bridge here, which is not ideal, but can we just connect this up to here now? It's not like the most amazing, but it's going to be a tunnel. But it's pretty light grade at the moment. The grade's not terrible. We want to put a supply tower over on this side of things, I think. And then we want to make sure we are... sorry, that. We want to do signals. You're going that way. You're going that way. And... yeah, so I think we can just set up a... express line between Chicago and Grand Rapids now, which is passengers and mail only. Gonna grab the Rogers American. Is that the right? That's express one. Yes. And we can do the dining car and the mail car, and we can probably clone this one a couple times. Let's do 3. That's fine for now. And we'll see if we get the bonus for that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put a cut in there. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game all of a sudden. I'm still doing spaghetti. I'm still doing craziness. I'm still doing mess, but I think slightly more organized mess than it was before, maybe. I'm having fun. Hopefully you guys are as well. But I'll go ahead and put it in there. When we come back, we will hopefully start getting lumber set up over here at some point in the nearest future. But that's a problem for another episode. I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.